The man,
What's going on, Shoe?
Mr. Jonathan Cronstedt. How are you?
I'm good, homie. I'm good. I'm trying to think of the last time I actually did this. I got to actually get dialed in here with what my microphone is and all that stuff. Sure, you can hear me okay.
Yeah, dude, I can hear you fine.
All right, very cool. So you can hear me, you can see me. We're rolling.
We're rolling, and people are coming in, and that's great. So, yeah, we usually get a decent amount of people on here, but the replays and then the other distribution channels do really well. So those who join us live, as always, enter your you can ask questions, and Anna will respond to you. I normally don't watch the questions because I always get confused.
Will she put them in the group chat section on the video screen or in a different area?
They'll pop up in the actual one. So people who are asking questions, they won't show up in the one because we just if 1,000 people show up, it just gets freaking crazy. Like when we do webinars, like have guests like Frank Kern or you or we're going to teach something that's very limited. We'll have just blow it out, and that's why Google Hangouts is mostly what we use.
Sounds great, dude. I like the home office. It's looking good.
Thanks, man.
Nice fridge behind you, which I'm sure is full of adult libations.
Yeah, and it's in my closet too, which is super sweet because I can close it. And I got all kinds of coffee above there. I've got my water thing right there. I've got my coffee maker, my ice maker.
Coffee's for closers.
Coffee's for closers.
I've got till 3:30. I've only got a half hour. I'm happy to come back and join you a second time, but I had a call come up today at 3:30 that I got to jump to. But
okay,
what do we want to cover, man?
Let me do this real quick. Okay, so our sponsor Beats. I should actually wear these, but I don't think Beats actually watches this. So Beats by Dre, one of our sponsors. They not only sponsor the show, but they allow us to give away a pair of studio wireless headphones a month. So if you ask a question and we read it on the air and we answer you, then you'll be entered in a drawing that we give away once a month. Also, I think the Hoff, the best SEO place in the world to go and buy your business or go and buy your SEO links. Sorry, I'm bad with getting the sponsors real quick. And Leads Market's our premier sponsor. They have a little read for me, so I'm not the best at read. But Leads Market's the industry-leading marketplace for affiliates and lenders. From short-term loans, personal loans, auto loans, or small business loans, Leads Market is your one-stop shop destination for success. Whether you're an affiliate looking for industry-leading payouts or an advertiser looking for clients delivered directly to your door, Leads Market is here to help. As a Leads Market partner, you're provided weekly payouts, analytic reports, as well as affiliate managers 24/7 and the highest payouts in the industry. Sign up at Leads Market today to learn out more. Okay.
Sorry about that, dude. As you can tell, some people realize that I'm on your video thing today, so I right now have
That's outstanding.
I know, dude. I've got my full-on Minecraft character behind me.
That's great. Is that one of your employees?
No. Actually, I'm over here today in Kajabi's offices. So so Travis and Kenny are messing with me.
Awesome. Very cool. So awesome. So yeah, our other sponsor I almost forgot is On It. On It is a total bottle supplement, and you can go to onit.com/shoemoney to get I think it's like 10 to 30% off. I forget how much it is, but I'm the worst for a spot. onit.com. Okay. You can also be an On It. Anna, paste the link to become an On It affiliate. Okay, we're done with sponsors. We all love all of our sponsors, and there'll be links to their sites in the replay. What? I'm doing my thing. Go away. Go away. My kid just comes in out of nowhere. Okay. So Cronstedt's been the man. He's go ahead. Do your 30-second on how you're the man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Happy to be here, man. ShoeMoney, been following you for years. I've been, on your email list, and then got a chance to know you as a friend, got to attend Elite Retreat. It's just been awesome to get to know you, and really excited to be here and participate today for all of the fun and hilarity I'm sure we're going to discuss. Varied background, everything from selling Mercedes in college to an executive for mortgage finance for years, kind of went through that whole run up, run down in that market, then reinvented myself in the world of the author expert speakers and was blessed to work with some of the most amazing organizations on the planet, Chet Holmes, Tony Robbins, Digital Marketer, which is Ryan Deiss, Perry Belcher, Roland Frazier, Empower Network, one of the most unique, dynamic, online, multi-level marketing applications, and then, of course, Success. Success Academy is an education technology group owned by Success Magazine, Success Media. So just been an unbelievable time getting to lead and participate in industry-leading organizations in this world of turning pixels into profit. So it's been incredible.
Yeah, and Success, you guys are doing like online education, right?
Yeah, so if you think about it, Success Magazine is a 125-year-old publication. It actually was published starting in 1890 by Orison Swett Marden. And if you can imagine, when it came out, it was 10 cents a magazine or $1 for a year. And it's amazing because you can even go back to the 1890s publications of this magazine and see lead magnets like we would use today, literally free book offers, correspondence courses for, gun repair and things that you would do from home. I mean, unbelievable similarities to the world of marketing today. And so if you look at the Newsstand magazine, which, features all kinds of industry leaders, celebrity entrepreneurs, personalities of note, we're working towards bringing those individuals into a broader, deeper digital education experience so that you have the opportunity to take someone that you may have seen in 2 or 3 pages in a magazine and an interview and have a level of interactivity, a level of depth in their journey, how they did what they did, and unpacking it in a more impactful way so that you can apply it to your business.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know like John Reese started by selling, he put an ad in a, well, he started many ways, but I think one of his first, when he first started making money was when we talk about things is where he was telling me about how he placed an ad, just a single ad in a magazine, like selling survival knives. And it's funny how many people are in that industry right now, but this would have been close to 20 years ago. And just started getting mail orders, just checks in the mail and for his stuff. And it's,
man, I still remember reading like Boys Life magazine when I was, junior high, and seeing all of those ads for like the knife that sort of looked like Rambo's, that had the compass in the handle, and all of it. I mean, for all I know, I may have begged my parents to buy me one of John Reese's survival knives. I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, I used to buy like little pellet guns that look like 45s and stuff like that. Anyway, it would be amazing to see, like, you guys, I don't know if you guys post any of that stuff on your site, but it would be amazing to see, like, what today's internet marketers could learn from some of that stuff. Because, I mean, it's amazing, like, how the whole marketing and, envisioning and all of this stuff is just all translated through different mediums, but, it still works, no matter what medium.
Well, what I've always been interested about, and I'm sure you've related to this, like in my experience in the internet marketing world, in the product launches and in the latest, leverageable platform of where to make money or the tip, trick, or hack that's working right now, it's so interesting because where I see the business having so many opportunities is really at scale, applied in larger ways than the marketing world does. Like, what I love about the marketing world is it's so hyper specific and changes so quickly that it allows you to get these amazing, amazing tips, tricks, and hacks. But I feel like a lot of marketers miss the opportunity to apply them in a much larger and more business-oriented way. It's almost one of those things that's like, I laugh about the fact that information marketing is the fastest way to take what could be a $10 million business and turn it into a $1 million info product. It's like you've got these opportunities where, as a marketer, you're the first to discover it. And the ability to scale that is infinite. And so what we're really hoping to bring at Success Academy is looking at entrepreneurs that are a different type of entrepreneur in the sense that they're like I would love to learn scaling a SaaS operation from Robert Herjavec on Shark Tank, or looking through the lens of a Lori Grenier on QVC products and physical products, and looking at how do you scale something from 0 to tens of millions of dollars. It's like what we in the internet marketing community have had for years with these digital courses where you can learn anything, but being able to bring personalities that maybe outside of a lecture at USC or Stanford, you wouldn't have the opportunity to have a longer conversation with them.
Yeah, I think we talked about YPO and EO. I know we talked about that the other day, and you're a member of, I believe, YPO, or you're familiar with it. I forget.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a member of YPO Orange County here in Southern California.
Okay, yeah, and I was a member of EO for a while, and I loved it. It was fantastic. I committed a cardinal sin in doing business with one of my other members, which is totally against the rules. But our group allowed it, and the deal went bad, and I voluntarily left the group, and it sucks because anyway, I just spoke with them yesterday, and they had me come as a guest speaker to the 2 groups here in Nebraska, and I talked about what I was doing and scalability and everything, and I kind of like broke down in part of the talk, and I said, Cabela's is out of Nebraska, and I don't know if you know Cabela's, but it's kind of like Bass Pro Shops. They're actually getting bigger than Bass Pro Shops, and they're worth about like, I don't know, a couple $2 billion. And I was talking about, and I said, just think of this. They've got tens of thousands of employees in the United States. They've got all of this stuff. They're publicly traded, all this stuff, and they're worth about as much as what Instagram sold to Facebook for. And it's just, you think about that. It's crazy. A free app for the iPhone or for whatever is worth more or sold for more than what a giant retailer could be worth. So basically, there's people like talk about, so in Google Hangouts, someone said something about the time lag. That's the downside of using Google Hangouts. You can have 1 million people on, but there is a slight lag between the two. So yeah, but just think about, like, when I was talking to him yesterday, and I went through some of my businesses, and some of the things I normally couldn't disclose. There was one of the things I could, because it's YPO, EO, you're under NDA or to the non maybe written NDA, but basically, I was talking about how I did this, and in 4 months I took a advertising network and sold it for many millions. Okay, I can't like disclose the exact amount, but several millions. And and they were just talking about, man, like some of them there have had family businesses, they've got hundreds of employees and all this, and they're like, how you did this in 4 months and you got long-term capital gains, and we've been doing this for 15 years and got all these employees and grind it out every day. And I had 1 part-time employee when I did that. And it's just, the internet makes that possible. I mean, it makes it possible to, it's a double-edged sword, because on one hand, you can take an idea and, okay, I spend $1, I made $1.20, and let's scale it. Let's scale it infinitely, okay? Whereas a lot of these guys have a finite audience locally, unless they want to franchise out, but then still the margins are, the same. It's very tough. Whereas in our world, we find something that does that, and then it's just a matter of scaling. The opposite side to that, of course, is that everyone else can do that too, which makes competition that close as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was just at the YPO Global Digital Marketing Summit in San Francisco last week, and that's very much the juxtaposition of excitement that you're seeing, that today, for less than $5,000, you have access to tools and technology that a decade ago it probably would have cost you $50,000 to start a business with the same level of reach, capability, and scale. And so you not only have this just complete renaissance of the entrepreneur and all of these businesses starting, but also, like you said, it creates a very crowded landscape that, it's something where you've got a lot more people starting a lot more businesses. But even going back to Cabela's, like, the thing that continues to amaze me is that even still today, 96% of transactions are still taking place offline. That, there are so many opportunities for online marketers that understand even the basic levels of what you're doing online and applying those in businesses where right now they're not even remotely applied. The gains are huge. And it's certainly one of those things for us at Success. Our goal is to really be able to bring the best of breed education around business in every category, which, you know, I come out of the online world. I love what the online world has, and we're adding kind of some elements of inner game and some elements of, you know, business practices, leadership, communication. So it's a broadening of what we in the internet marketing world have known as an online course for years. But it's certainly something that's it's becoming much more mainstream. I mean, gosh, you know, even Oprah at this point is offering digital courses. So
Right.
it's certainly an industry right now that's really, really exciting, and seeing what's happening globally with being able to democratize access to education. We've never seen anything like it. I mean, when you think about the fact that currently in any English-speaking market, you can access Lynda for less than you'd spend on lunch out, and you have access to literally the knowledge base of any tactical skill you could possibly want to learn. I mean, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like Udemy, who I'm not a fan of recently, they threatened to remove all my courses, even though I've done about $250,000, which was initially.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And you know why? Because they contain the word money in the title, like shoe money, you know, like, yeah, like, and,
oh, dude, you almost made me spit out all my water on that one.
Yeah, I got to talk to Danny Martell about that, because he's one of their biggest investors, and he's the one who brought me in there, and that's why I brought them a shit ton of people. You know, and here's the funny thing: they took my course, which was called the ShoeMoney System. That's it, and they called it ShoeMoney System: How to Make Money Online. Like, they retitled the title tag for that because it ranked for how to make money online. They did that, okay? Like, that wasn't me. And now it's just funny that now they've got such a giant foothold. They're like, time to clean up. And
well, you know, it is interesting. Like, you see kind of that ebb and flow of, you know, we're using all of those marketery things to establish our foothold and grow the business. But then all of a sudden, whether the board of directors comes in or however the change takes place, you then find yourself saying, well, you know, maybe we don't want to sell quite as hard, or maybe we don't want to use that terminology. And, you know, Udemy, that I'm interested to see how their most recent move goes, where I think their owner actually came out, and this is months ago, talking about the fact that they want all of their courses at a $50 price point or below.
they did that.
Which, I mean, to me, it's like, I don't know how I feel about that in some ways, because as a capitalist, it's like the course should be worth whatever someone is willing to pay for it and whatever level of impact and ROI it has when they go through it. That, you know, if someone came to me and said, hey, I have a course that after you implement it, it's going to be worth $100,000 to you, I'm not going to demand that it be $49.99. So the idea that the platform is essentially setting the rule for the pricing of the course, I'm very interested to see how that affects their ability to grow into what they desire to be, which is the de facto digital education platform. So
Right.
I'm watching them very closely.
Yeah, I did a post and I showed revenue that I'd done, and my courses were $2,000, both of them. One was, you know, the ShoeMoney System at $2,000, and one was my local internet marketing blueprint, which was $2,000 on there. And there was discount codes, you know, where you could take 50% off, you could take 75% off, whatever. But between those two, I'd have to look, but I want to say it's about 25,000 units have been sold through there at various price points. And then I got an email saying, oh, the most expensive you can sell it for is $200. So, okay, $199. And then I got an email, it's been about a month ago, and it said, you know, you need to adjust your price between $30 and $50. And that's what courses in my genre are selling for, let alone it's sold for freaking tons more. And I said, I never even responded. And then it told me the other day that my course is going to be moved to $50 if I don't respond. So I'm like, why would I even respond? You know, I don't like it. I think it's bad. I think, you know, I'm a capitalist, and I think you should do what the market will bear. And, you know,
well, I mean, could you imagine, like, I mean, so here you are, I mean, what, 15 years into this game, 12 years in it? So, I mean, literally, you are taking and distilling down 15 years of knowledge. Not only that, you're distilling it down, moving it into an actionable format designed to literally shrink time for somebody applying it. Like you're saying, this took me 15 years. I want you to be able to do it in 30 days. And here's how. But by the way, I want less than a great steak for the course.
Right.
Like it, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. Like I mean, this is not me advocating that it should be $50,000, but it's certainly something that I think you should at least let the producer of the course have some creative flexibility in what they believe that information should be marketed as.
Right. I mean, you made a great analogy of a steak, but what about the cost of a textbook at a community college? I mean, like you want education.
You get anything for $50.
Yeah, I mean, you want education, and if you go to the University of Nebraska, I mean, $2,000 is going to probably barely cover your textbooks and, you know, stuff you need for a semester. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy the times that we're in, and these people, you know, like right now I'm redoing, like you've been familiar with my newest project, and I'm actually redoing it again to where I really want to do it. And basically the thing is I want to, because you see people buy these $2,000 products all the time, right? And I have $2,000 products that I don't currently, and they're out of date, and I would need to make some new ones. But I have, you know, we know a lot of people that have incredible $2,000 products, and we see a lot of people buy them that don't even have websites, right? So kind of like what I'm working on right now is getting away from some of the models that I have and completely, you know, making 100%, you know, because I sold, you know, you were a client of ours when I had the PAR program, and I sold that. And
yeah, I remember that was, man, we loved that platform. That did a great job.
Thanks. It was great. I really hated that.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way, on selling it.
Thank you. It was a very self-discovering company for me, in that I'm not a huge fan of figuring out maternity policies and all. Nothing against that. But
come on, dude. Everybody that knows you knows you are a dyed-in-the-wool manager. Your favorite thing is meetings.
Yeah.
You eat, sleep, live, and breathe HR policy. I mean, come on, dude. One visit to your website, it is clear that you are really interested in crossing every T and dotting every I.
Yeah, I've actually got a post in the can called "Why I Ban All My Family on Facebook." And I do. I mean, my sister is banned. Great girl, you know, just I ban her. My mom and cousins. My wife is not. She has full things, and she thinks what I write is funny. But they get a, you know, like what happens is one will friend me, and then they'll see shit that I write, and then they'll like comment. But the thing I wrote in the post is I'm like, look, family members do not know me. I talk to them twice a year when Aunt Susie's around and Grandma so-and-so, and I can't bring up, you know, the shit. It's not me. They haven't read my book. They don't keep up with what I'm doing. They come out of the blue and see me, you know, write, you know, with some scantily clad chick from a strip club or something, you know, and they're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's posting that. Like, I wonder if his wife knows, you know, and all this stuff. And then I'm just like, get the fuck off my Facebook. And so, I mean, it's just annoying to me, and I can't be me. So it's like, you know, like it just annoys the crap out of me. And I know a lot of people, I think a lot of people are in the same boat, that they have, whether it's their job that, you know, prevents them from being themselves on Facebook or social media in general. Some people shouldn't be themselves, you know, or they should. I don't know. But
well, you know, it's certainly one of those things. I think that what we're most excited about in what we're doing is we're really trying to move the opportunity for brand and for customer experience and for all of those things that really are becoming more important. Because I mean, let's face it, the internet, the world of marketers, I mean, we're all kind of growing up. You know, it's the idea of being able to bring an impactful digital education experience to somebody all over the globe is unprecedented. That's never been available in a way that, you know, you can do so. But also it brings with it a level of accountability that, you know, you have to ask yourself, is what we're putting out really driving the results? Are people experiencing it and having a meaningful impact in their business and in their life? And what's interesting about the social media aspect of it is I see so many benefits to that feedback loop of how people are actually feeling when they experience your product. And I know that there's a lot of challenges with it as well, because when you interconnect the whole globe, you're bound to get those people that, they've never been connected before, like they were socially maybe not as active in conversations with other people growing up, but now all of a sudden they have this audience of people online. There are some challenges that come with those social circles. But man, I mean, for us on the digital education side, it is so cool to be able to get rapid feedback, knowing exactly how the course is received, what people want more of, less of. I mean, it literally is an opportunity to plug into real-time focus group on any type of product or category you want. And it's wild. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, just a matter of just surveying people that come and I was talking to, and I know you've got a hard break here in about 3 minutes. I was talking to a company. I mean, like a lot of companies, I should save this rant on affiliates and affiliate programs. But yeah, I mean, the first question I always ask people is, have you surveyed your people? Like you've got 100,000 users. You ever ask them like what you could make for them? Like if you're a supplement company, what other supplements are they looking for? Like what knowledge can you give them? Like what do you know your customer? And like 99% of companies never ever ask their customers, what else could we make for you? What do you care about? And
for us, man, that feedback loop is invaluable, but it's also for us, it's an honoring the legacy of what digital education represents and what, even no matter what you're selling, always remember that number that's on your analytics spreadsheet is a human being on the other side of that screen. And that human being has hopes and dreams and desires. That human being has a dream to start a business, or a dream to be a better communicator, or a dream to be able to learn how to speak effectively on stage, or use PowerPoint, or finally understand what a pivot table is in Excel. Who knows what it is that they're looking for? Or, in this case of supplements, they want to be healthier. They want to work out. They want whatever it is. I think we as marketers oftentimes are so concerned with the optimization, the split testing, and the confidence ratio of which test won, that we lose sight of the fact that there are audiences of people that we could just ask what they would like us to create. That we could just ask how our stuff is actually performing for them, rather than, just assuming that we're doing a good job. So I think those feedback loops they offer unprecedented opportunities for marketers. Digital education is still very much in its infancy, and you can literally access the greatest experts that you could never get to any other way. I mean, Jeremy, just the fact that they can pop on a hangout with you once a week and just, ask you and your guests whatever they want. I mean, that type of access is never been available before, and it's really exciting to be a part of it.
Right, and we have so many subscribers to. So one of the things, that's why we use Webinar Jam, is just because it takes care of all the replays, all of the like mails out people to replays, and we have 100 times more people that watch the replays, and I think a lot of them rely on it, and the MP3s and all the other media.
Well, and a big shout out to Andy and Mike at Webinar Jam. I mean, amazing platform. I mean, those guys rock.
Unbelievable. I mean, like what they've built in this platform is, everybody I show it to signs up for it the next day. I mean, just everyone I show it to. And I just brought 2 people today. I hit Hector up on, Hector, their tech guy. And I said, hey dude, I got 2 more people that need to get going. Can you set them up today? And they're awesome. I mean, Andy and Mike built a thing that has evolved over the years, obviously with Mike done EverWebinar, or no, he did
Evergreen Business System.
Yeah. And and I think it actually came from a Sheffrin thing too, who I went to 8-9 years ago. I went to this thing he did, and he passed out a manifesto about
the Internet Business Manifesto, of course.
Yeah, and it was all about how as affiliates and promoted and launching and all this is not a real business. And it really changed my mindset on a lot of things of like, yeah, this isn't a real business. And it talked about a lot of different things, but it was kind of like that you started to see these evolutions, and then Mike came out with that, and then Andy and him really perfected it. And what they've built here is unbelievable.
Well, I would certainly say, man, before I jump, I just want to say, first off, man, appreciate getting to spend some time with you and your audience talking about digital education and the state of where those opportunities are. I want to say for everybody watching, this is an industry that you can absolutely jump into, that all of you know something that somebody out there wants to learn, that there are opportunities for you to continue to get better and improve, and staying plugged into guys like ShoeMoney, guys that are in the trenches every day, driving business forward. You've never had access to more actionable information ever. And so I would just encourage you to find what you're passionate about, get plugged in, and just start talking about it. You know, get the message out there. And again, Jeremy, always appreciate getting to spend some time with you, bro. Love what you do. Shout out to Anna. Thanks for manning the question box on this and everything. And Jeremy, if as you guys send this replay out, if there's more interest in the state of digital education, you know, what platforms are out there leveraging free versus paid and all of those elements, I'd love to come back and spend some more time and just do a deep dive into the world of digital education and course creation.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. Well, thanks so much, and send us a link to your success stuff, because we'll hook it up, and I'd like to talk to you more about that sometime. But yeah,
absolutely,
thanks,
brother. I will. What I'll do, I'll shoot you a text later today.
Okay, sounds good, man. I'll talk to you later.
Awesome, brother. Take care.
All right. Okay, everybody. That was Jonathan Cronstedt. I've known Jonathan, and this is something I want to talk about anyway. Is relationships. When I first met Jonathan, he was with Ryan Dice, which would become Digital Marketer. And when I talked to him on the phone, I was actually just hitting him up to just to be honest and transparent. My goal was just to get him to promote something that I was selling on the internet. And in talking to him, he said, and I said, hey, it pays out this much, blah, blah. And he said, he's like, I manage, and he was, I want to say he was the CMO, or I don't know. Ryan's always had a guy that leads his ship. And I don't know if I'm not sure exactly Jonathan's role, but he was the guy I talked to. And he said to me, ShoeMoney, I've always wanted to talk to you. I've always wanted to meet you. And I'm a relationship guy, and that matters to me more than money. And I was taken a bit back by that. And he said, we'll help you out. We'll promote it and stuff. And in the future, hopefully you can help us out. And, relationships are everything to us. And so I was like, wow, that's really cool. And it's something that I think I've always done, but I never really put it into words like that. And it's true, because a lot of times people will ask me to promote their stuff. And I had met Ryan Dice in person. I had promoted his stuff before, even though I don't even think he knew I did it. And I did well, but he's got some of those guys that do like $1 million, promoting his stuff. And I did a couple 100,000. So I didn't like exactly I moved the needle, but not that much. And it's crazy how much those launches used to do back in the day. But it's because I had met Ryan. I knew Ryan's reputation. And whenever it's a double-edged sword, because I also have a relationship with you, okay? And I have a relationship with my readers, and I have a relationship with everyone who I communicate with, because I've built a reputation over the years for doing the right thing. And sometimes the right thing involves risk. And so that's why when I promote other stuff, or they promote my stuff, they talk about the relationship, and that's why it's so important. I get solicited constantly for people to promote their stuff. And I tell every one of them, look, unless I've met you in person, or I know someone who knows you extremely well and will vouch for you, I'm not going to promote it, because these are my people. These people trust me. And if they have a bad experience with you, I will refund them the money. Like I've never not done that. If someone comes to me and says, hey, I bought this thing from this guy you recommended, it sucks, and I want a refund, and they will not give me a refund, I have given them a refund out of my own pocket every time. So it's something like that's kind of a big circle on relationships, and how it's really kind of digressed a little far into that. But it was really like my entry level into someone actually putting it into words. I've always been and felt like that. But it was my first time actually like hearing it from another person. And I've totally stole that ever since. And I've explained that to people that want me to promote their product. Or I've had people that come to me that are like, hey, I've got this thing coming out. You know, I don't really have an affiliate program, but I'd really appreciate it if you'd say something about it. And I was like, yeah, sure. Because they're my friend, you know, like I've got many friends like that, which I've devoted resources to, like giving them a free banner ad, like, you know, talking to people about their stuff where normally I would charge thousands of dollars to do that. But that's just because I have a great relationship with them. And sometimes people fall in hard times and you help them out. And, you know, it always usually comes back or whatever. So anyway, that's my little spiel on relationships. And my relationship with Jonathan, who was just on here, he's just truly a good guy. Recently I had a major beef with a company, and it wouldn't take a lot of research to figure out who that was, but he actually got the CEO of the company onto, I thought he was texting me saying, don't talk about that. But no, he was texting me something else. And he actually got the CEO of that company on his phone and conferenced me in. Like, that's the kind of guy Jonathan is. And he's just a really good guy, and he believes in doing good things. So Jonathan Cronstedt, I'm really happy to have him on. We're going to have him on here again. Next week we've got another great guest, and I don't know who it is off the top of my head, but I can look here. I believe we have nobody scheduled yet, but we're going to have an awesome one. Unless I'm wrong, I'm going to jump in. Unless I might be on vacation, we'll have to see in which place we can do a replay of something else. So everybody, thanks for joining us. Again, more of you that are going to watch this replay, you need to show up live, okay? Because it's super helpful. Then we get to address what you want us to talk about. We have, you know, several people in here, but kind of quiet. There's only a couple messages. So I know a lot of you are idle. You're at work. I understand that. But, you know, you can always just pop in and ask a question, something that we can help you with. I bring on an amazing group of people. I mean, if you look at the guests, we've had Mark Hargrove last week, former WWF wrestler, you know, billionaire. I brought on Neil Patel. It doesn't about get any more famous in the world of tech and media and marketing and all that than Neil. We have a lot of great guests coming up. So make sure you tune in and attend live. And with that, we'll see you on the next webinar /hangout/chat. All right, everybody, have a good one. Bye.